guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little bit since I posted. We have been super busy and we were in the process of looking for a house and we finally found one. So I thought I would show you the one that we found. I'll walk you around outside and inside. Just excuse the mess because we are not completely moved in, but we are currently moving things in, and the last people that lived up on the top part of the house, because we have a basement that has living quarters in it as well, but the people who lived on the main floor left the house a mess, and we're just in the process of cleaning up after them along with moving our stuff in. So I'm going to turn you around and show you the house and then we'll walk outside. Alright, so we're going to actually start at the front door. So this is the living room that we're walking into, and we have already found furniture that we just moved in a couple days ago. So here's the living room. Like I said, don't mind the mess. This is just from boxes from us moving. And the white on the chair is actually baking soda. The chair was given to us and it stunk really bad. So I put baking soda on it because it does really good at eliminating odors. So that's going to sit on it for a couple days until I can get it vacuumed off. And hopefully the odor's gone. But when we walk around the living room, we come into the dining room. And I haven't had a dining room for ages, so it looks a little empty with the little table in it. But we will soon get it decorated and filled. And then here is my kitchen. Haven't had a decent sized kitchen for a while either. And because we won't be living with any relatives, just ourselves, I won't have to worry about anybody getting in the way or me getting in their way. But it has an island in it, which is nice. So that cupboard right here, we're actually going to take it down because it's really loose and janky and I'm afraid it's going to fall. We're going to actually relocate it on a wall in the kitchen. We're going to put it on this wall up toward the ceiling. So I have extra cupboard space too, and the cupboard doesn't go to waste, but also not going to fall on my head. So this is the rest of the kitchen, and everything is going to get painted and redone. One thing I have never owned in the 47 years that I've been alive is a dishwasher. The jury's still out on that, if I like it or not. I have learned that it takes forever to wash dishes, and I can wash them faster by hand, but then again, I don't know if that's just what dishwashers are for. So there is a pan of the kitchen and dining room, and then I'm going to go down the hall. So we actually have two front doors. These are the bedrooms and bathrooms and the linen closet. This is our other front door. We're actually not going to use this for people. We're going to put a doggy door in it for our dogs and fence off on the other side of it so people can't come to it and let the dogs have run of the yard. That's just a broom closet. Let's see if I can turn on lights here. Still learning the light switches. Oh, there we go. So there are two rooms back here and a bathroom. We don't have a designated master bathroom or bedroom, but that's all right. So this is the bathroom. It's not horrible, but it is very dirty, so it needs to be cleaned. Through this door is my daughter's room. She hasn't lost any time moving her stuff in. She's very excited. So that's her room. And then this door is our room. We haven't got any of our furniture in here yet. We just haven't had a chance to get it. Like I said, we're still moving in. But there's our closet. So it's not like a typical, it's not a master bedroom at all. It's just a regular bedroom. But that's fine because the bathroom's right across the hall. It does have a closet and organizing system. You can see shelves back there. So this is the top part of the house, and this is where my husband, me, and my daughter are mostly going to be. And then my sons are going to be downstairs. So this is the door that leads downstairs. And again, the white stuff on the carpet is carpet deodorizer. The person who lived downstairs was a smoker, and the whole basement reeks of cigarette smoke. So this weekend, my sister has offered to come over and help me wash walls to hopefully get the stench out. And it affects my asthma, so we're not going to be down here for too long. But this is the basement. And the basement has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in it. We're adding a 3rd bedroom. So this bedroom in here, this is my son's bedroom. So this would be my second born's bedroom. He's got quite a bit of his stuff, but nothing set up. This room in here is my oldest bedroom. I think he's got most of his stuff unpacked. So he's got it set up. And then this is our laundry room. Haven't got our washer and dryer moved in. I have not had a laundry room this big, I think since my daughter was 5, and she's now almost 19. So it'll be nice to have that. So this is the living room for the downstairs. So each section has 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, living room, kitchen, everything that you can live in. But we are turning this area from right there where the door jamb is, and bringing a wall across here, and we're gonna bring it to right there. So my son will have this section over here for his bedroom, and we'll still have a decent sized walkway. This is the downstairs bathroom. The lady who lived down here was also an elderly lady, so they put a no-step tub in. But both bathrooms are pretty decent size, so that's always nice. And then this is our second kitchen. This will be mainly the boys' kitchen, just because they don't want to walk upstairs to cook. And I will be doing my canning here in this kitchen. So we got both stoves, the microwave, 2 refrigerators. So we did get a good deal on all of the amenities. So anyways, let's walk out back and make sure we lock this behind us. My husband put the door handles on upside down. So this is the backyard. We have 2.5 acres, all kinds of mature trees on it, and a really nice view of the mountains and fields. So this is the direct backyard. I have lilac trees on either side of the house. So there's that one, and then there's that one. And we also have a deck. So we have a little deck, but I think we're going to take that out and make a concrete slab right everywhere you see the gravel. We're going to bring the concrete slab out to that. And that way it just lasts longer. So these little shelters over here, we are going to, there's 3 of them. So we're going to take 2 of them and move them and use them for our rabbits. And then 1 is going to be for the duck. And the duck is actually going right there where those shelters are. Perfect spot for him. And then I'll just get him a pool so he can swim in. So this is my big old apple tree. And it is very, very big. It's already got some apples blossoming out on it, like little unripe apples. So we have, so my property line, I don't know if you can see it. You can see the T-post right there, and then the wooden post. So it's on this side of the canal. There's a canal right behind our property. Goes all the way to the road, and then comes back up. That little brick house right there is the neighbor's. So just behind our boat is the road, and then it comes all the way up, and you can see the main road right there. So I've got all kinds of trees. I've got another lilac bush there. There's a juniper tree behind it. Right there's a juniper tree. And then I guess this is a big old sycamore tree. So that's nice. And then I think this is a seedling to it, because the leaves look exactly alike. So that one we're probably going to transplant somewhere where it can grow better. See, we have raspberries right over there. It keeps focusing on my finger, but raspberries over there. So we'll add to those with our raspberry plants. I can't remember what they said that bush was right there. And then there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bitty tree like right over there. That's supposed to be another apricot tree. So that'll be nice to grow. We do have an apricot tree. This tree is our cherry tree. And it's a Bing cherry, so looking forward to that. I think I'm gonna plant another one because I like the yellow cherries a lot, and then I want a pie cherry. So this is our apricot, and somehow the branch got broke. It wasn't broken when we bought it, so I don't know how that happened. But it looks like it's still alive. It's got all kinds of unwrapped apricots, so hopefully we can save it because that's a big branch that broke off and it upsets me. Anyways, we got this apricot tree, and we have another apple tree over here. So I've got plenty of apples. I've also got a crab apple tree in the back, which is nice because I like crab apple jelly. So we got some pine trees. There's that pine tree, and we have this pine tree, and then this is one of those weeping willow, like with the cherry blossoms on it, this is one of my favorite trees. It's actually one of my son's favorite trees too, so lucked out on that one. So this is the front yard. I think the only bad spot or part about this house is it is very close to the road. So there's all kinds of rose bushes. I think this purple flower is larkspur. Not 100% sure. But there's a rose bush in there. I'm going to come through here this coming up weekend because it's Memorial Day, and I'll have more time and weed this, clean it all up. Because they put weed fabric down, but it like came up, so the weeds all grew. But all kinds of rose bushes. We have irises. I also got irises on the back fence line. So there's that. Big old rose bush. And here's the front of the house. So we have rose bushes on the house too. And then I have a little covered porch, which I'm going to get a table, one of the little round patio tables, and put it there. So that door is the one people will use, and this door is the one our dogs are going to use. We're going to put a fence from where the white railing is to the road and all the way back to the corner of the house and then down. And eventually we'll have the whole property fenced off. But this is the other side. So I have some trees. I don't know what they are. I did look them up, so I'm gonna have to write it down because I can't remember what it said. But they all have flowers on them. Not yet, they don't, but they will. This one will have red flowers, like a pinkish red, and that one will have like little yellow flowers. There is a rose bush over there and what looks like to be poppies planted. This is the little side yard. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. All of our property is full of goat heads, which if you live where there's goat heads, you know how evil they are. One thing I did find, and I almost tripped over them, were these built-in garden beds, which makes me very happy because I'm not gonna be able to have a garden this year because we just don't have enough time. But I do have plants that I can plant in these garden beds, and there are 4 of them, all metal. So this will be nice. I just gotta weed them. I almost tripped over them because they're so grown up in weeds. So this over here is our pasture. So if you can see the wooden fence way back there, that's the property line. And then it runs along the roadside, runs along the canal. And then these are cages that are in perfectly good shape. I don't know what they used them for. I don't think they actually used them. But I'm going to put chickens in them because I have some meat chickens, and the long one will service the meat chickens. And then I can also move it. It's mobile, so I can move it around. So that'll be nice. But I do have a really nice view of the mountains out the back. And then, well, I'm on the hillside, so, but the view up front is just as nice. We got, see, there's some wildflowers. See them? I don't know if you can see the orange right there. Wildflowers there. Wildflowers there. Somebody might have just like sprinkled some seeds, but There's some right there. I don't know what they are. They're pretty little flowers. But here is our view from the front. All the mountains and a hayfield. So we do got nice views all the way around. But yeah, that is our property. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that tour, and I thank you for sticking with me and watching it. Hopefully I will have some more videos coming. Sorry, it's a little noisy. It's hay baling season and they're cutting the hay right now. So I will have more videos out and more cooking videos now that I have a good enough area to cook in. Next year the canning videos will come in the summer of 2026. Just, I don't have the garden yet this year. Like I said, we moved in late and we won't have time. And the stuff that I do have is just for fresh eating, but I will show you that when I go to plant it. Show you what I'm gonna do and what we have. So anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good day.